Hello there. Once again, Santon from Anton Obey. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room. Today I'm taking a look at some comics. I stopped in at a comic book store this last week, and while I was digging around, I ended up grabbing free comic books. They had a stack there, a little Turner rack. So I grabbed them, and this is what there was. They had tons, but it didn't really look like anything I would even flip through, except for I saw this AEW Origins. I do remember when AEW started, and I loved that wrestling promotion. So I was like, the comic, sure. And you get the House of Strickland, Swerve Strickland, and just like a brief intro story. You get a Tony Storm, just a brief weird intro story. Kind of little cute stuff done like that, cleverly done. A Will Ospreay, Aerial Assassin. Doesn't take a lot, just a little intro to these characters. Dr. Britt Baker. They really did her an injustice on her action figure, but she is quite a hilarious gal. As far as like a wrestling personality, she's pretty great. Of course, the great Orange Cassidy, which I loved him when I first saw him in various indie promos, and I was really glad to see that they signed him for AEW. I don't really know what direction they ended up taking him with. I think it'd be easy to ruin a character like this, but I know the first year of AEW, I thought he was great there. I don't know what they've done with him since. Darby Allin, little short story of him and his love of Sting. Can't say as I knew much about him. I see they've got Sasha Banks, who is, of course, not really Sasha Banks, and under a different name, working for Dynamite now, and that's fantastic because she was always one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, right there. And I can't remember what her name is now, Mercedes something. Haven't followed wrestling for quite some time, but I do have every action figure ever made of her, which is a feat. She's got a lot. Still got the videos up on them. Next up on this free comic book stack that they had laying there was a Johnny Quest book. For its vintage looking nature, I grabbed it. Didn't look exceptionally stupid or anything like so many of the books in the free pile did. They just look like garbage, kind of. Like, I wouldn't even waste my time reading it. It's pretty bad when there's a comics in there and you won't take it for free. But this has a little bit of Thundercats in it. That's kind of cool. Space Ghost covers from Dynamite. Those are gorgeous. I can't help but think you might have done better if you stuck the Thundercats on the free cover as opposed to the Johnny Quest. More Space Ghost stuff. Of course, you know, he's fantastic. Stuff that Dynamite's doing. That's pretty cool. Anyway, for a free book, very, very cool. This one I kind of just grabbed because I didn't recognize the company. American Mythology Productions, The Cursed Verse. It had a gal with a Tommy gun on the cover. I do love Tommy guns, even though it doesn't have the front handle, gangster style. It's a Thompson. I do love whenever there's a Thompson. It's just one of my favorite all-American firearms. I got to fire a vintage 1930 or 1943 Tommy gun that was a lifelong dream many years ago. Beautiful, beautiful gun to fire. So yeah, anytime I see him now, I've loved them. Oh, hey, Witch Hammer. I have this comic. I think I hated it. Didn't recognize it as the same Tommy gun, but it apparently is. Cemeterian. Interesting art. It has a vintage feel to it. Kind of like the spirit. The Cursed Verse. Domino, Black Bat, Rocket Man, Madam Strange. Looks like good quality rip-offs of already existing characters. Or the reissue old characters that the new characters ripped off. Who knows? And then last up, there was no way I was missing this one. Asterix the Gaul. Of course I'm going to grab that. I love Asterix. It was on a church youth group trip driving across Nebraska one time. We were stuck in a van for 8 hours. And our youth group leader at the time just set a stack of Asterix the Gaul comics in the back. And I mean, probably 20 books, 20 of the big, thick Asterix trades. And we sat there, and me and my friends, we read Asterix the Gaul comics all the way on that trip there and all the way back. Trading them back and forth to people, because, I mean, it took you a long time to get through one. They were really thick. Quite a bit of dialogue. Fun to read. We'd chuckle at the names. I was probably 14 or 15. Yeah, just supremely fun to read. I recently acquired one of the PlayStation games. It's like a beat-em-up game that's Asterix the Gaul. Gotta slap 'em all. A lot of fun to play that. I just enjoy the character. So yeah, of course, if you're going to give me an Asterix the Gaul comic, yes, please. We will do that. Asterix, Obelix, the Chief, the Great Tunabrix, the droid Cocophonics, or Getafix the droid. Just the way they name their characters is always fun. The way the art is done is always fun. It's always very cartoony and cute. It's one of my more favorite of the oddball worldwide national comics. And I say that because they are actually very well known in many other places in the world. Not just America. They're actually one of the more widely distributed comics I ever knew about. I found comics of Asterix the Gaul from like every country I could. Well, not every country, but probably 8 or 9 countries that I know of. And how many comics can say that they're being published in 8 or 9 countries? Probably not that many. Anyway, that's what I got. That's the books I found. I did pick up a few others, but this was the ones that were free. So I thought, you know what? I'd show these off. If you guys are able to get to a comic book store and grab some free comic books, do it. With all the stuff going on with Diamond, who knows how long your local comic book shops will be around. So I guess visit them while you can. That's kind of what led me to this one, and I did pick up some stuff. So anyway, that's my story. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good week. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.